Alright, so I went over to the ankle and foot specialist 2 days ago. That was Friday. Now it's Sunday. Just want to take a couple days to process it. So the reason I went is because I've been having like 3 months of on and off ankle pain. And then I also noticed at the same time, I kind of noticed like this little hard thing above my ankle, more like at the bottom of my leg bone. And so I went in to my new doctor, who's a regular MD, because we switched doctors. He felt it and didn't know what it was and thought it could have been like a chip of a bone or something. So he sent me to get imaging. So I went and got the x-rays and an ultrasound too. And there was like, that's a bone spur. And then they had noticed like degeneration of something that I'm not going to read the medical terms. So I went to a specialist. And so I get in there and I send them over the results from the scan. And he was a cool doctor, though. He was a nice guy, but he comes in and he's like, yeah, you have arthritis. I'm just like, really? Oh, geez. So in some ways, that's not the worst news, because I was worried it was some kind of tear of some kind of tendon or something bad that I have to be booted up for and off my feet for a while. So in some ways it's good, but in the bad news is, him being a medical doctor and MD just goes, you have arthritis, and right away is just, when you have arthritis, there's nothing you can do to get rid of it. So in the medical doctor, AMA, American Medical Association, allopathic medical system, they don't believe in cures, only treatments. And so he's like, yeah, you just have it. And so it seems like arthritis is a term they throw at any kind of pain, inflammation, or degeneration of a joint. And so they don't really always have a cause or this or that. They don't even really care to get into it. And that's one thing when I go into like doctors, I notice I'm wasting my time talking about like causes and stuff, and because they don't seem to even care. And so this is like a degeneration of the ankle joint, and the bone spurs near there too. And so I'm pretty sure I just did this to myself. And that is by, when I'm working, I would squat down sometimes, not all the time, but it would be pretty often. I would squat down like ass to grass to get low to the ground to where I'm working. But instead of doing like a perfect gym in the squat gym, squat down and hold there, which is actually really healthy and really good for your pelvic floor in that whole region. It's actually really good for you, but I wasn't doing it like I'm in a gym. It was like I was squatting down and loading all my weight to one side. So it was my right side. And it didn't really feel bad doing that over the years, but it's been like probably 15 years of doing that a lot. And so loading weight onto one side while working, it wasn't like heavy load or lifting, but it was like getting down there and then working like with my hands. And so it's just, I like to position that way. Some guys work like on their knees. They use knee pads or like that kind of things. Like I never liked working on my knees. It just doesn't feel right. And so loaded stress and strain on that leg, a bone spur forms, and the ankle joint degenerates. So that's how I got myself arthritis before the age of 40. And yeah, it's frustrating because it happened through work. And it, could be considered my own fault for having bad form. But I'm not gonna just take it sitting down and like do the MD way, which is just getting cortisone shots. So I told him I'm gonna hold off on that, and went in and did some quick research. And every time I have a health problem now, I type in 2 different channels. I type in, so let's say it's arthritis, I type in Dr. Berg arthritis, and then some Dr. Berg videos are going to come up. He's really good. Then Dr. Mandel arthritis. Some came up from him as well. And so there's a couple different routes. And then a friend of mine sent me a PDF about boron. And so I'm going to start with boron and see if that can help. But of course, I started with not doing the same thing I've been doing. So I am working off of a knee more now, or just like bending down at the hips. But yeah, this ties in back to the workplace. If you're a blue collar guy, and even if you're white collar, but blue collar first, is take care of your body. Don't do repetitive bad habits. don't allow you to trade your body for money, because that's really what the trades are. You're trading your body and time, but you're trading your body for money. A lot of these guys don't make it to the finish line intact. And so whatever it may be, and this can be anything, like just from being like a delivery driver, any, of the actual construction trades, any job where you stand, using, things in your hands like carpal tunnel. So for corporate or white collar too, that it may be the way you sit in your desk, maybe, the way you type, the way you get in and out of your vehicle. There's a lot of different things. So always pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing stuff. Because it's a lot of small things over time that break you down. So I wanted to share that story, and I'll share updates if any of this supplementation works. Right now, yeah, the pain's just kind of mild and it's on and off. It's nothing like very bad, and it seems like it comes and goes. It gets worse depending on what I've done, or yeah, if I've loaded that foot up. So yeah, I have arthritis in the ankle. I'm not yet 40, and I guess the body breaks down. And so yeah, I'm not going to give up. I'm big into like homeopathic or naturopathic type of stuff, and alternative and natural remedies and all that. So I will keep you posted. Thanks.